What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Joker the 8th and I'm back. I didn't actually expect to, give everybody this first look at my face this soon, but I decided once this video came out that I might as well combine the two. Combine my thoughts on what's happening currently with the standing of Pokemon TCG and Pokemon in general, and also combine, finally unveiling my face. So for those of you that joined and watched my first ever pack opening that I did on this past Tuesday, thank you. For the one person that got all the codes but didn't leave a like, get it together, bro. Like you gotta do something a little better. But so what I decided to do, I was going to compile information. I was going to do all this other stuff to really get a sense of what my opinion on it is. But then Caribou, another great PokeTuber here on YouTube, made an even better video. And if I learned one thing from my couple of degrees in college, it's if somebody else did it, just take it and cite your sources. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to do like a kind of, not live, but post reaction to her stuff. It'll probably turn into more of like a what she really want to say kind of thing. But again, I don't know her. I don't speak for her. And like the disclaimer to say in there, this is just our opinions and everything. But I think I get a sense of the underlying things that she's saying. So let's kind of get right into it and see what they got going on here. So let's just take her little disclaimer here, and also let's apply that to Joker the 8th, okay? Because all these is just my opinion, and don't really need you guys coming for me because I don't got time for that. But let's get going. Dum dum dum. Let's get into it.
I will be opening this world record-setting.
Of course, this guy. I will say that I don't know if the Caribou is like a digital background person, but her videos are always A1. Like she don't put out anything that's not like super quality videos, even lives. I'm just on here with my $15 editing software and shit. So man, and that's not even a flossing ass Charizard. So I'm going to move forward a bit in these here. Lionheart, one of the English goats. So let's get up. Let's kind of move. So these are all the positive spins that they have on it. The clout, the high kind of thing. And Lionheart, I was very surprised by this video. Like I was very surprised that Boo took the stances that she took. To me, I would have been a little harsher, but she's nice. Let's kind of skip forward a bit. Because while they're on the positive part, they also have she also switches and goes into the downside, which everyone should be aware of.
Yeah, it might hurt a little bit, but what we sold is an experience.
It might hurt a little bit. Millionaire. It didn't hurt that much. Aw. It's always good to include a meme. Aw, and she found the cutest little girl too. Nothing. I will say though, side note, the dad had to know, bringing their daughter there, that she wasn't about to get nothing. That's why he got the camera. Super sad. Look at this, and that's what he's for. Everybody's in this car like, though, he just threw it down, opened it up.
Trade and get amongst it are legit, and I welcome them with open arms. But there is nothing good about somebody trying to sell you a Shining Fates ETB for triple.
Absolutely not.
Launch day. That person is the reason why you can't walk into a.
And I even thought pre-orders would help, but no. No.
They're charging $200 for Hidden Fates ETBs. They're charging as much
ridiculous.
as they can for everything else. Booster boxes. Oh yeah, that one's $400.
When you have people who are
Remember when I got back into it, it was Hidden Fates was out,
20, 30, 40
but it was nothing like this.
And then turning around and selling it at their whatever giant markup might be, it's hard for us as
It's interesting to see what PokeTubers, what other PokeTubers they actually view as a top in theirs. Because a lot of people don't have that many followers, but they're still kind of big up there.
That's just the free market at play, dude. Adapt or die, dude. And
Yeah, he's corny for talking about his rights. So let's move along to again. And let me also say this: I'm not one of those commenters from Boo's comments, the simping ass dudes. It's just like, oh look, we have a female PokeTuber. Let's all dick ride. No, I'm just literally her editing and everything is A1 type ass shit for real. I can only wish I could do something else good. Look how sad this is. But I like how she breaks down the type of different things, the timeline of how we got the different stuff.
So I
Certain
wake up
people
to
they're saying they're one thing, but
it's the
they're actually
Pokemon
something else.
Revelation Day. I'm psyched to see what announcements they have. You know, it's Pokemon Week, Pokemon Day. We're celebrating 25 years of
Yep.
this franchise.
Super
I'm
hyped.
So hyped. And then I go to my phone and I open Discord and see this message. I'm so mad. I have multiple stores from where I live not having Shining Fates or any TCG.
Super
I've even gone to
sad.
stores outside my city just to try.
move
And
forward a
that
little bit.
really got me thinking, like, who
Okay. That was a good skip for me.
that isn't being affected by this, that has a large platform, has accessibility to the product, or they have tons of money to be able to go out and buy
Clout.
the product at scalper prices because that's like pennies for them. Who is out there saying anything to stick up for the mass majority?
Not
which
one
is
of 'em.
going on with people right now? Any advice?
They do that little, and that shit pisses me off. Oh, well, I'm going to give away this one pack of our first edition base set booster packs. Okay, so the 1,000 people still gotta download your app or get on your website.
Altogether. And then I'm like, a lot of people feel this way right now. People are literally leaving the hobby of
Sorry if you guys
Pokemon
hear the
that they
airplanes.
loved for years
I
and
live
years
super
and
close to
years
LAX.
because of this situation right now, and no one with a large platform is talking about it, at least from what I've seen. None of these huge creators that represent
not going to.
Pokemon are out here saying absolutely
They'll make little
anything
mentions
about it. And I'm not gonna say
and
I'm
they'll
just gonna
dick
click this
ride
video and it's
on a
all
Logan
gonna
Paul
change
video,
better and like, woo,
but
yay,
they're not gonna say nothing because they
because
making
I
money
don't
now.
have that sort of influence.
It's
My
interesting
channel's
how
very small
how
compared to
little or how
larger
much in some cases
YouTubers
it takes
here and
for
internet
YouTubers to
celebrities
start
or
off
whatever.
well, and as soon as
But
they start
at
making
least
money,
I'll
switch
know
up their
that
whole
I get out
tactics.
there and I did this on my platform
Very
to
interesting.
try and improve things because I have a lot to say, and hopefully it goes well.
I
So
wonder
that's
if
why
Boo
I'm making this
notices
video
though, because
right now.
most of these the big
because it
YouTubers,
will help.
she has 50,000 followers.
So-
The big YouTubers that have millions or
That was a lot.
more than that, but
Let's
I've
get
seen
into
them
this.
hop on a couple of her lives and different stuff, just make a little positive comment, but they know they're part of the problem. So I wonder if she balances that when she speaks. If
So
she's
before
like,
we can get into what happened
you know.
to the Pokemon TCG, how did we get to this point? You have to understand the players in the story.
I
Who
like
does
these
Pokemon
backgrounds of
TCG
the
consist
players.
of? Because when you discuss Pokemon TCG
I'm gonna let her get
topics,
those
everyone is coming at it
down
from a
so everybody
different
knows.
angle based on their own experiences.
And I feel like I fall
opinions,
into all four of the
formulated
categories. So
by what they prioritize in Pokemon TCG. So if you have a different experience from someone else, you're going to have differing opinions, and that's when all the arguing and turmoil usually starts. So let's get into 4 general categories that I thought of. These are very generalized, basic categories and my own opinion of where I think people fit into Pokemon TCG and how they consume Pokemon TCG. These 4 categories are sellers, collectors, players, and content creators.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and summarize it quickly. Sellers are not like the big stores, the big Walmart's, Target stuff, because they sell them at MSRP. Sellers are kind of resellers or collectors that sell their collections, whether they're flippers or just regular good hearted people. Then collectors, which are just like everybody. You got the cards, you collect sealed products, you keep them, hold on to kind of thing. Maybe you flip later if your grandchild needs a lung transplant or something like that. You get the players, literally the TCG, the online TCG players, like the people that drive the game, the people that drive the dynamic of the game and make the cards come out. And then content creators like yourself, what I'm attempting to be, and these other people that's doing these huge pack openings and stuff for YouTube that may have been one of these 3 before, and they turn it into this to try to get more buzz about it and fun of what they're doing, and that could be positive or negative for it. But yeah, just thought I would skip through doing all that.
Have content creators, the people that tie all 3 of these categories together. So the main priority of content creators is to create.
So she does that a whole thing. So let's kind of skip to the next one too.
So let's get into what happened. So I was trying to
editing,
think about
bro.
where this started, and I think I can kind of trace things back to the very start, before any of us knew what was about to happen, to August 2019
Yeah.
and the release of Hidden Fates.
This is where I agree completely with her, because for those of you that don't know, I'm military and I went across country in 2018 to where I'm currently stationed at. And I remember distinctly when I got back into it, it was probably a little before Hidden Fates or whatnot, and I was looking for it in stores because I heard about the shiny Charizard. I remember back in the day they had the Shining Charizard that was just few and far in between. So I went looking for it and I could not find it anywhere, at least locally. And I was like kicking myself in the butt because I drove across country and I definitely could have, you know, made more stops and looked for some. I eventually found a lot of it just randomly, but in stores and Targets and ordering online at regular prices. But I think that's I agree completely. This is definitely where it all started with that big chase card.
Hidden Fates was a specialty set that had a very unique aspect to it, which was full art shiny Pokemon. Now before this set, there was no set, like there were promos and things like that, but no set that was based on full art shiny Pokemon. There's Shining Legends that has baby shiny Pokemon, or you know, the small card shiny Pokemon, but no full art reprint shinies of these Pokemon. Now everybody loves to shiny hunt, whether it's in the VGC, the Pokemon Go community, people love shinies. It's so funny, you take a Pokemon and just change its color and make it super rare, and everybody wants all of them. In my opinion, this set got so many more eyes on the Pokemon trading card game and actually collecting the cards. I was working at a card shop at the time, and I would have new people come into the card shop.
I think I remember her
asking,
talking about
do you guys have
a bad experience with that
people
card
that
shop
never
too.
touched Pokemon before, and now they want to get their hands on Hidden Fates. And even though it was highly sought after, it was not nearly anywhere close to how difficult it is
Nope.
to find Pokemon products.
Shelves are empty.
This was a popular set, but you could still
Most of the
walk into
product that I
Walmart or
still
Target
have
and find it.
is from
And
my.
still buy it
I
from
drove cross country
LGS
again this
for
past
now,
Christmas
triple
holiday.
MSRP. Then you
I
have
had picked up
Cosmic
everything I
Quest
could find
released
around in the
November
middle of
1st.
this country. It's kind of
Gorgeous
bare
alternate
as far as
artworks,
content
videos,
creators go. So
but
usually
now
I was able to
it's
pick up some
stunning.
stuff on the drive.
Fantastic
but
set, beautiful cards,
It's ridiculous now.
beautiful set, no issues getting product. Fast forward to February 7th, 2020, Sword and Shield base set gets released. Super hyped. It's an entirely new TCG
Boom.
generation,
Mhm.
new mechanics.
Let's
They're
go.
struggling. Then we have October 3rd.
Yeah.
Logan Paul releases a video stating he bought a 200,000
And make no mistake, in case you guys don't know, that's why I feel like I needed to make this channel,
booster box.
because I'm a little more blunt and I'm from a different community than most
Million
YouTubers.
subscriber fan
The
base. In that same video, he indicates he's auctioning
not
slash
politically correct
selling
statement
his
about this
packs
dude
on that
is
one
he's a
for
clout chaser.
a pack break, which
Probably
he's gonna
he
do
had some
live
controversial
on his
racist ass
YouTube
bullshit in
channel
the past, him and his brother,
October 9th.
and
Now,
don't
this
nobody
week we
actually
have
fuck with him. So the
millions
fact
of
that he
new
was able to
eyeballs on Pokemon TCG.
wiggle into this
Everyone who's
Pokemon
saying,
community
"Wow, Pokemon
and
still
how is
exists?
very
Pokemon's still around.
nasty.
People still collect Pokemon? People play Pokemon? Now, before this live stream box break on October 9th, we have another date of a video that was released October 6th. This video was released on Leonhardt's channel, one of the
Yeah, like, so,
largest
Leonhardt
Pokemon TCG
gives off this,
content
I'm
creators
super
on pretty much every platform.
positive
Now, do I think Leonhardt
YouTube
saw
channel,
Logan Paul's video,
but
contacted
at the end of the day,
flew out to him,
never
filmed the
underestimate
collaboration video, edited the
one's
collaboration video, and then
desire
posted the collab video
for
just
self-preservation.
3 days
Let's
after
say that.
Logan Paul
Because he
posted
can
his?
say it's all about
Probably
kids, all
not.
about positive
I
all
can
that stuff, but
guarantee
he
there was
allowed them in there
discussion,
for sure.
planning, and dates laid out
And the
beforehand
making it
how
for
this is
charity
gonna
thing
go
is
down,
hiding.
and what was the best way
Hiding.
for Logan
All this
Paul
charitable stuff,
to gain
hiding.
traction on this live stream
But
that he announced for
for his
October
own channel,
9th. It would be
if you try to get
in
up, you
front
know,
of the
come up on
faces
something, then
of the
cool. I mean, you
Pokemon
try to come up on it.
community, and who is one of the largest U.S. content creators, if not the largest, on the platform that is at the face of everyone's YouTube search boxes when they search for Pokemon TCG. And the new 2.8 million users you have searching Pokemon TCG.
Facebook
Those
edited.
videos are gonna pop up. Leonhardt's on the giant platform of millions of new viewers.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of
subscribers that Logan
side
Paul made
of
available.
stuff. Let's go to skip to
Content creators
here.
bought those packs to get their name out there, and
Yep.
also to make their
And let's
own
pause on Unlisted Leaf because what's different on Unlisted Leaf is he's from the Australia, so he doesn't really get the dynamic that really may be going on here. So you can't really fault him that much. But when he sees Logan Paul opening, he's just going to say, "Oh man, Logan Paul is doing it," so excited he doesn't realize that he's actually feeding into this whole the dude's slime, bro. Like, pass on, bro. Like, don't make it that hype. I don't see other people, like other American YouTubers, they know you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. So yeah, Logan Paul is doing that, you know, but this dude he a little riding a little much. He needs to relax.
Own content based off of the Logan Paul content.
Oh, let's get to this
Paid
crazy
for that
motherfucker
and involved themselves in an event that highlighted the collectibles guru.
who is trash.
Those two $11,000 packs were
He's a meme.
expensive. If anyone's curious to how much money that is, it's basically this much money plus about a little bit more.
And that, my friends,
The fuck?
is how the 30K Bulbasaur meme was created.
BGS, 10,000, 20,000 plus, maybe 30.
So now we have a majority of the largest
Clout.
Pokemon TCG collector content creators hopping into this Logan Paul live stream because they have the spare money to buy a pack to make that money back off of views like
What she was saying before this was that he kind of was saying, oh yeah, the pack looked fine, the scammer looked fine, but eventually he would say, nah, it looks fake.
he's at this event with a channel that's treating Pokemon as if it's the stock market. Literally people who admit that they only usually trade in the stock market and now they want to trade in Pokemon and bring investors and collectors together to formulate.
I'm like super proud of her for making this. I mean, I do not know this woman personally, but to step out there trying to grow her channel in this kind of thing, to come at the people that are already kind of like the huge channels and be an honest opinion about them, which is, I think, very accurate, is very daring for her own kind of thing. Like they could literally make a response video and say, you know, it's terrible that she made that or thinks this kind of way, and people would literally hop on her case, and it could be very emotionally, whatever, draining for some people. I'm just a small, no subscriber channel, so I can say what I want to say. I'm surprised. I'm just very proud of her for doing that.
Pokemon, capitalizing on Pokemon, throwing money at booster boxes of vintage products, charging triple the price on packs to do pack breaks on their Twitch streams or their YouTube channels.
I priced this event at a premium. I priced it to what I
I
thought was
haven't
the
even seen
demand.
this
I priced
this
it to
guy
the
before.
Exposure and event in general. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be refunding like 30 people. I'm dropping the price down to $1,300 a pack instead of $1,800 a pack.
I don't get it. Yeah, the heavy thing. I probably never do any of those. I might do a couple far back, but my favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza, so most of my big money openings that I have planned is around that, so it's not too expensive. So
Vivid Voltage is the first set that I think things really started to go downhill and look very grim for collectors of Pokemon. This was the first main set release after Logan Paul and all the shenanigans after that.
yeah.
Now you have to also understand it is an extremely low quantity, so it's low print and extremely high demand. And Vivid Voltage is the first set where you actually couldn't find it in stores. I still can't find it in stores.
Yeah, you definitely
I'm
find
not
now.
talking about big box
I mean, I got
stores, Walmarts,
booster boxes and
Targets,
stuff,
which I can't find it
which
there
I think for
either.
creators, that's
But
what's going to end up being the
local
thing.
game
Small time
stores
people like me
sold out.
that say I'm
Because
putting a
the
couple
places
$100
were
a
selling
month
out
into
so
a product.
quickly, now the product
You really
price
basically got to buy the
rises
booster
because of
box
low supply and high demand. And this wasn't even a
at
special
a little markup, but it's not as bad as the other
and
ones.
now you can't find a Vivid Voltage booster box, the very last set that was released, unless it's $200+. For a set to rise to that price, it usually takes a very long time and a lot of that product being opened over a long period of time to where the population of the product goes down significantly. Finding that product sealed is very slim, and then the price will rise. But this is the last released modern set, and you can't buy it sealed. I think this is when we really started to lose, like, the Pokemon community. This, right about then, after Vivid Voltage, because if you can't get product, not even just the recent set that's now being scalped or whatever, police at the McDonald's promo.
Yeah, now we're talking McDonald's. This is how you kind of solidify, like, okay, this is where y'all are really out here doing that. Because, well, my McDonald's, local McDonald's, was pretty straightforward. They had any pack that you kind of needed to get there, and you order with the meal. And they told me they weren't selling the cases. I had to ask just for, like, is it even pertinent me coming back in each day? So I maybe got like once a day for a week just to get a couple packs because I don't plan on really opening them. I feel like those are products that's kind of like 25 years later, the 50th anniversary is like once when those will bounce back and really be valuable and whatnot. So I ended up getting, I think maybe got like 4 Happy Meals total over the same time with the Pikachu boxes. And then I ordered the set of the cards online because on eBay they're still not crazy. You can get all the cards that you're looking for in the set for $100 because that's just what you can do. So I think that's what everybody should do. But the way people were acting with those was completely ridiculous.
And the cereal boxes with a promo card in it. Cereal boxes being torn off of shelves and ripped open.
Yeah, they're wild. You could literally just order it on eBay too.
And leave. McDonald's, where people are going and purposely buying cases of the toys to open it, to pull a hollow Pikachu, a $50 card, so they can go.
People go list that shit for something ridiculous.
Falsely sell it for 18 grand.
So let's get to her final rant. It's super kind of sad.
Community, or at least what's and you know who this doesn't affect?
I'm actually quite surprised that it wasn't no pop-up ads the whole time I was on here because it was like 7 ads the first time I watched the jump.
And the connections and the disposable income and the people who have you in their back pockets as an audience. That's who it doesn't affect. You know,
yep.
I sit here
that's the point.
And
the rich get richer. They can set it up that way.
About the Pokemon TCG.
Money talks at the end of the day.
To get people into playing Pokemon TCG because
and this is my point to
TCG, playing the actual game.
This is my point to why one support the smaller YouTube channels. You support not buying these marked up things. I'm even about to go on a tangent here. You support the WNBA because these things do better when you support them the way that you are vocally supporting. If you have a problem with people selling in the markup, don't buy it. If you're trying to say that WNBA need to be paid more, support them. Go to the games. You keep talking about them, but do you know who won the last championship? Did you go to the game? If you saying that a YouTuber should be better, watch their stuff, like them, subscribe, be a member of the things that you think they're supposed to be better.
And I've sat here and told myself over and over and over again, you know, I'm the best of both worlds. I'm a collector and a player, and my main focus is always getting people into playing because I enjoy this hobby, I love it, and it can help people form new connections with Pokemon. But I am one of those people who's just in my limbo, making my content, you know, trying to encourage people to get into TCG. That's not bad, that's great, but at the same time, no one's there sticking up for you. There's these people with all the money, all the connections, all the viewership, all of the exposure, all of that. They're on the front page of YouTube. All of that. And what are they doing? What are they saying about this? Are they advocating for you, their audience, the people that put the money?
That's another thing that popped in there. Another outlet that she could have also went down is the card grading companies, because a lot of these people are also cracking up multiple packs to find these chase cards sent off for grading the PSA, which is over 1.5 years for some cards to go in. That's another organization that I want to back over that. Not that they're not doing great stuff, and obviously they're backed up, but PSA, for how backed up they were, found the time to go send representatives to Logan Paul's opening to grade cards on the spot. You didn't need no boost in notoriety. Everybody was sending stuff to you. And that's why I focus on CGC. I like the way their cases look better. I like their cost point. I like the ability to see what's going on with them. If you need to contact them, you just drop a message on their form and they'll say, email this person now, and they're going to get right back to you. And again, if you want them to be worth as much, you got to support.
Money in their pockets. The people that watch their videos. The people, you are the reason they're as big as they are. And are they sticking up for you?
Hell nah.
The same people that
self-preservation at its finest
and encouraging and watching every day on this platform are the same people who are feeding into monetizing and using
all while they acting like they're not,
to just milk their viewership, milk their views. I mean, why is it all about money?
I'm trying to milk a couple of your views, dude. Like, relax.
If you're not looking at Pokemon as an investment or a way to make money or a means to an end to just pay your bills or make a quick buck or buy a Ferrari or whatever you're trying to do with Pokemon.
See, if she just said Audi, then you really would have pinpointed some people, because some of them be sucking them Audis, bro.
None of them even acknowledge that you're here struggling to just enjoy the hobby that you love.
They try to do that with the give away this one pack
that you enjoy doing. That you don't care about buying 30 ETBs to sell them for a profit. You just want one to open.
You know who else's channel? You know whose channel I think is doing it right, even though he also okays these other big YouTubers that are coming up because they see how good his stuff is. Deep Pocket Monster. He does really great content, and I think his giveaways and his stuff that he goes back with is almost second to none. Like the way he does giveaways, like everyone feels they have an honest chance to do that. But the other people, nah.
Enjoy the artwork.
So let's kind of go to the outro here.
And you know what's also funny about this? The karma in this too. The karma. Do you know who's never talked about in the Pokemon TCG community? Who gets the least amount of exposure? Pokemon TCG players, and their content.
Yeah, because everybody's talking about collecting and just talking about the card, but you really never hear about what it does and how playable it is. I will say I've watched PTC. I think it's PTCG Radio. It's kind of like a UK YouTuber that talks about how you play them and stuff. Really good content if you ever want to find out like where the trends may be going in terms of Pokemon card play.
These people are cared about the least in the online sphere in the Pokemon TCG world, yet they are the least affected by all of this shenanigans. You can buy singles easily for decks. You can play online easily. You can crack packs online easily. Obviously, it's not the same as cracking packs in person. 100% understand that, but still, you can still enjoy Pokemon.
So let's stop it there. Let me get back to the front one. So, like I was saying, everyone, she summed up perfectly, but I think everybody knows it's common sense. But you got the people that are there for self-preservation, and you got the people that are genuinely there for this community, for what everyone's trying to do. It's up to you to decide how you want to get into it. Do you want to do you want to buy these things for these huge markups? Do you want to support these YouTubers that are not in it to really help you or the community, or that possibly just their own pockets? Or do you want to just stick to your own niche, leave the thing, or whatever you want to do? But at the end of the day, you gotta just look at it for what it is and figure out your niche. Me myself as a new YouTuber, my plan here is really just open up the product that I have, try to keep my funds to a certain amount each month for new product to open for you guys, and just see how it goes and collaborate when I can. But other than that, guys, I don't want to take too much more of your time. Make sure you guys join me next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, and we'll open up, I think it's going to be this Pokemon special, what is it? I think Pokemon Center special exclusive premium collection Galar Sidekicks. And yeah, so I'm going to give away the codes as well, like I always did. And again, that one guy who decided to take everything, not leave a like, comment, subscribe, or nothing, do better. Next time, guys. Have a good one.